Fresh Bake, we're back with an update on construction progress going on around the Disneyland Resort, albeit there are just 2 projects to look at, basically. So we're going to start, obviously, at the Pixar Pals parking structure, where they're finishing off the common area here between Pixar Pals and Mickey and Friends. And this caught my eye right here, this circular thing that they're building. At first, I thought that there was just this one, and I thought, well, maybe that's a, you know, like a feature, like the Pixar ball. But we'll see later that there's a whole bunch of them all over the place in this area. And those guys right now are taking out a form that was used to, you know, help pour the concrete to make that circular, whatever it is. Now, when I first saw this, I thought it was something that was being raised above ground level, but you can see that they've kind of dug it out there into the ground, which means it's probably ground level, this concrete is. So I'm not sure what the feature is going to be. You can see, though, that there is some conduit, electrical, maybe water feature. I'm not sure. And we're not even sure if this is the end result. There could be more to put in here. Very likely some kind of tree there in the middle, or some kind of, you know, landscaping in the middle there, and then possibly benches around it, or yeah, or maybe a water feature inside. But that seems more cost intensive, and I I feel like that's not. They might do one fountain, one water feature, but not all those areas that are being worked on. And as we continue, well, those guys are going to pick that up, and we're gonna find those guys here in a second as I pull back to get a bigger picture of what's happening. Those trees are definitely thick and full already, and will grow even further. As I pan to the right to try to pick up what else I can see along the right edge here, not much. Trees are obviously in the way again, and there's those guys again. Now this is curious to me. There's an unfinished. They haven't poured the concrete yet for these forms, and it's actually only a half of it, by the way, which I guess they only need half. But look at that. They're going to put that right on top, like a puzzle. Is that where it goes? I cannot get my head around, because they finished the other one. The concrete is done there, and it's only ground level. So are they going to pour it again? Weird. Okay. And then as we went down the escalator, this is when I started seeing really a whole bunch more of focus. There's 2 right there. There's the third one I think I can see there. There they are. There's definitely 3 right there. So there's lots of them. They're going to be all over the place. Let's take a look at the path being built at the downtown Disney parking lot. You can still see there are some sections that are unfinished there. That is to allow for access, you know, for all the vehicles to come in and out in those working areas. But thanks, by the way, to Tustin for that, who has been helping us and continues to help us with our updates here on the construction reports. Thank you very much, Tustin. Now, take a look at this. We're going to stop right here. They're building some kind of curb there, right where that, you know, there's an open section there where that vehicle is about to cross, but there's a curb that's being built that's running the length of the path, but not in a matching pattern, as it were. Look at this strange sort of detour it makes right here to the right, and then it curves back into the left. But you can see that it follows all the way through there. And we're going to pick that up here in a second. But for now, I want to notice this guy right here. Let's stop. That right there is a screener. You can barely see it, but it's a screener. So the machine will load dirt into the screener, and it'll sift out rocks or debris or anything like that doesn't belong in the dirt to, you know, to kind of clean the dirt, as it were. Kind of like panning for gold, right? Puts it through the screener, and then this guy back here will pick it up, and he'll put the clean dirt on the other side of the path. That's where he's putting it in here. So obviously, my guess is the reason why you need screened dirt here is because you plan to plant something. That's my guess. I don't think you can you have a whole bunch of rocks and debris in wherever you're going to plant landscaping? I don't know. Now, regarding the curb, best guess is that they're going to, the areas between the path and where the curb is going to be more landscaping. such that it'll be enough. It's not going to be small flowers, grass, or anything like that. We're talking probably hedges, maybe even a fence, Dustin thinks, in order to obscure the parking lot proper. You want to have it. The assumption here is that they're going to give us a nice, pleasant path to walk down here, kind of like the path that we used to have when you would go along the tram route. When you used to be able to walk into downtown Disney from the other side of the street, along that kind of followed the tram route. And that was a very nice path. I enjoyed that. So if that is the case, if what we're getting here is something like that, then I'll be a happy guy. Because that was, I actually enjoyed that walk a little bit. Rather than, my assumption here was that this was just going to be kind of a plain walk through a parking structure. So yeah, I'm hoping that is the case, that they're gonna put in some hedges here, something tall enough that you don't see the actual parking lot. That would be pretty neat. Now on the ground, we talked about this path last week that they had put over here on the corner of Magic Way and Disneyland Drive for foot traffic on Disneyland Drive, and we'll get back to that in a second. But I wanted to notice here, we had asked the question, why would they why would they want a path for an area that they're trying to eliminate or reduce, foot traffic on the street? A percentage of guests are walking it in from the hotels that are on the corner of Ball and Disneyland Drive. That corner down there, that section, there's a bunch of hotels, and there's really no way in except for walking all that way. So these guests that you're seeing here over there on the right, those guests way over there are walking it in from Ball. And that's, by the way, that's a hell of a hike. So that you need to account for those guys as well, and they want to get them off the street. Now here's another view from underneath the bridge, the pedestrian bridge. And this guy right here is working. There's the path right there. That's the end of the path right there where he's working. That's the path that we saw on the corner of Disneyland Drive and Magic Way. And that path will likely be running up to and through those orange cones. And last week I had thought, well, maybe they were building, maybe that path, that secondary path that was joining into one that I asked last week about, I thought maybe that was going to be an alternate route from the bridge. But no, the bridge is going to be just one way. It does look like that path is coming from the other side of the street. You've got the one entrance there on Disneyland Drive. You've got the other one where you enter from downtown Disney. It's not done yet. It's going to come up through here, and we'll see in a second right there. That path is going to enter right there through those bushes. And again, it's for foot traffic on the street, I guess. And then here we are on the other side. And there's that curb we were talking about. And you can see the two paths joining, and then there's the curb. So it's very likely anything on the far side of that curb will be, landscaping and path, and anything on our side of the curb will probably return to being parking lot. And there, I don't know if you saw it, but there was, oh look, let's area 2. We were at over area 3. Let's go to area 2. Right there, that looks like a rebar for a vertical conical shaped thing. And there's, you see those trees? You got some forms being put up around those trees. If we zoom in, we can see what's going on there. That they're going to pour the concrete around those forms, not in them, but around those forms. Now that, I can see that becoming a parking spot. And there you see the curb again, with more landscaping on the way, I'm sure. There it is again. There's another one of those forms being built around that tree. And then in we go to downtown Disney. All right, here's this is just for noticing. They pulled the wall back at Mission Breakout, so we still can't see anything over that wall from this side. You can't see anything. One of these days, I'm going to go to the Frozen show and see what we can find there. But it just, that Frozen show, you go to that, you could just go ahead and scratch an hour and a half out of your day. So you got to be really committed to do that. And I don't know if I want to do that every week, you guys. But one of these days we'll do it and we'll take a look. All right, Marvel Land. And you can see that there's a lot of scrim up and a lot of there's a lot more happening. It looks like these buildings have grown over the past few weeks. And very likely you're going to start seeing a facade, an actual wall start to form out here. You can kind of see some of the rectangular parts there that are suggesting that we're not going to be able to see through here for very long. And there you can also see JLS Construction or concrete pumping. They're putting in more concrete down there. Not sure where exactly, but more concrete to come. And then here's the roof line for where we expect the Quinjet to be parked. And you can see that they have raised the roof a little bit by about, I don't know, 3-4 feet. And that is most likely to obscure our view from the ground of whatever it is that they're doing up there, you know, be that a Quinjet or something like that. They're blocking our view so we can't see whatever materials are needed to put on whatever kind of show that they're hoping to put on for. I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of show there for that Quinjet. Let's hope so, at least. As we zoom in here on this section, there's a lot going on. I'm going to stop right now because there's a lot to see here. Look at all look at all that's happening in this little frame that we've got of Marvel Land, and I'm going to try to go, you know, step by step here to show you everything that's going on. First, we'll start back here in this corner where it looks like they've dug a fairly sizable hole, and we can see that I mean, there is some big earth-moving equipment back there, so they've got, you know, major work happening, and they've dug a pretty good hole there, it looks like. So we're hoping to see maybe I don't know if it's foundation or whatever, but they're, you know, excavation for a new building, a large building. Now, if we go back a little further, you can see some plywood bent down here on the ground. That plywood is there to protect the red car trolley tracks. So that suggests to us that the red car trolley is staying. We had contemplated or theorized that it was possible that they might reroute the red car trolley, or maybe get rid of it, because we did lose the newsboys, but they might reroute the red car trolley to another place, you know, another location, and not in its current location. But if they're trying to preserve those tracks, then it's very likely that it will continue to be parked where it is, backstage behind Mission Breakout. Moving on, we'll stay in this frame, and you can see back on this, we watched them put together this sort of jigsaw puzzle looking roof line, this white roof here, and it's starting to look very similar to what we saw on the other side where they were going to have that Quinjet, to the point where maybe they were going to have another feature here on this roof, maybe something similar to the Quinjet, maybe another vehicle perhaps, you know, that they park, a helicopter, I don't know whatever the Marvel characters use. And then I'm also wondering what these 4 poles here, these are up early in the construction. You know, that's to have those installed now when it seems like we're so far away from completion suggests that they need those now for some reason. So we're going to be paying close attention to what's happening on this roof. And then finally, Dustin pointed out these cylindrical or conical rebar cages that were down here on the ground. Now, we don't know if that's necessarily where they're going to wind up being, but what they are used to support something really heavy. So we should be expecting, again, some major work being done very soon. Possibly where they dug the hole, who knows, because it could be underground still. But that's some substantial rebar in place there. And now we'll continue. There's a lot going on back here, man. That is so much. By the way, it's been nice having ACAM back again so I can do a proper zoom. There's Mount Gamora, looking big as ever. It's a shame she has to get thrown off the top of that mountain every single week we do this. Oh, and here you go. For whatever reason, The tissue box, the restroom, they're redoing it. It looks like, because if you look a couple weeks ago, it was concrete or whatever you want to call it. Maybe not concrete, but finished roof. And now it looks like it's back to wood again. Bare wood from forms. So I'm curious to find out, what the story is there. But that's it, guys. That's our report for this week. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next week with more from Fresh Baked. Thanks, guys. Bye. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!